territory. Nasty stories. Bring him from the yard. Walk the plank.
What is good, everyone? Actually, I'm not even going to be able to start this off with that. A whole hell of a lot is kind of just not good right now in the world of sports. Today is a sad day that I have to report. I feel like 2020 has given me a lot of that this year. Let's go ahead and start this off with probably what could be the best thing that you could maybe put in your body right now to kill off any bacteria and shit is some good old fashioned alcohol.
Kills
Cheers to
everything.
you. Cheers to you, all the rum boys and girls. What it do? Philly, Philly. That's about where I'm at right now with this whole thing. What's good, Corrupt? What is good? Leafs defense, I see you. Cool. What is good? What is there to talk about? Well, let's first start with the fact that last night the first major domino of all of this fell. I told everyone about a week or two ago on the Rum Report, when we were discussing the coronavirus with Nick Howard, that it's all fun and games up until this shit starts affecting our sports. It's all fun and games until the coronavirus came in and made a real life fucking scene from the movie Space Jam come true. All jokes aside, this is bad. Everyone that was in the beginning stages, like, no, we don't need to worry. No, like, it's all good. Like, they keep hitting the bars and keep doing this and keep doing that. You're all fucking stupid. All of you that were like, no, like let's just keep it going. Now look, the NBA is canceled. Jake, I hear that you're personally affected by this. You were supposed to be going out for March Madness, right?
It was, yeah. And I'm also unable to go to my office for like 4 weeks now. So I have to go in tomorrow for after our meeting and then clear out and work from our home desk right here. So, yeah. So I'll be stuck in a cabin fever situation for a minute.
So you're stuck. You're going to be working from home. Me, that's what I already do anyways. I want to go ahead and I just want to first go on record and say from the standpoint of being a independent reporter, I don't know what play-by-play we're going to call. The CBL did cancel their regular season. To my knowledge, they are going to be doing a tournament over this weekend, and I will try and call as much of that action for you guys as possible. So we will have some sort of type of basketball that I will cover for you guys with the CBL. I didn't realize that last night I had called the last game of NBA that I was going to call for a very long time. And now, no March Madness. I just set up our bracket. We're not good. It looks like there's no need to fill out a bracket. Defeats the purpose, right?
Yeah, because, well, one, there's no selection Sunday. Can't be now. You can't just skip the conference tournament. Doesn't make sense. And two, no offense to college basketball, these kids don't care enough, and a lot of these kids who would be on the best teams are thinking NBA, and by the time you would reschedule April, June, they're already on the NBA, so it doesn't really matter.
Precisely. Sorry, it's going to be a little bit of a short episode over on Apple and Google. I just left on the chat. I'm there. Definitely corrupt a good day to get drunk. The NHL has canceled all events. The National Lacrosse League canceled all events. The Philadelphia Eagles have closed down their facility. So now it is affecting the NFL. The NFL is not going to be having its normal spring meeting. To be able to conduct business, which that one isn't as big of a deal, but it is a sign of things to come. To my knowledge, we're about a year, 2 years away from there being a vaccine for this. We are working on getting a medical professional to come on. No worries, if you have a cell phone, that'll work. If you just click that link, you should be able to join in the video call. I am working on getting a medical professional on the air right now to be able to kind of go in a little bit more in depth. I do feel like having a professional come on and discuss would help put things into perspective for people a lot more than some of the things that we know about this disease or infection. Off the Ball podcast. What is good? Off the Ball podcast. I will be featuring on their pod tonight. It's gonna be dope. Definitely gonna be dope. Jake, how are you feeling about this whole thing? I mean, right now the depression phase for me is setting in, which is weird because the weather just broke. Seasonal depression killed for people right now, right? How are you taking this in?
Well, I think the overall fear that people have is warranted not because of how dangerous the disease is in its own right. It's the fact that they know how it's spread elsewhere. And if you can just kill it where it's at and keep people from getting it, it will help everybody else who is not happy about being like me, stuck in my house for a while. But I understand that you can't be like Italy and let it go for so long. You have to catch it early. You have to get the cases early. It's still early enough to catch and prevent really anything too serious in the U.S. And I think it's a good decision to do this, and I'm open to it. And I think it's the best way to do things.
It is going to be St. Patrick's Day this weekend, and people are I guess, well, here in my local city, this is affecting more than just the world of sports. I know that we're a sports show. This is affecting business. This is affecting the business of sports. Like I was saying at the beginning, me as an independent broadcaster, a function of me running my business is calling play-by-play. You need the games themselves to take place, even if you are going to write a podcast day to day. With no sports happening, I can't come on air and talk about the fact there's no sports due to coronavirus. There's only so much I can do of that. This is tough. It is because of Mother Nature. Mother Nature is essentially pissed off, which is how this virus is created. Apparently, from my studies and what I have gathered, this virus started within a animal. I'm trying to remember the exact name of the animal. It's kind of like a fucking armadillo. It's like an animal that rolls up in a ball, like the form of defense. Something. I can't remember the name of the fucking animal though. I guess it's the highest the highest trafficked animal on the face of the planet, and that is where many scientists are believing that this from this exotic creature that it has spread now onto human. That's nature's way of revolting back. What I would say is coronavirus is now here, and it is, and it's in America. No, they're not. No, many were assuming that it was a bat. We're now learning that it's actually possibly not a bat. Very, very well.
It was a bat and a snake, and the snake probably ate something else that gave that to the snake. They don't know what it is. They're still wondering.
They're still wondering. It's something like I'm trying to remember the name of this fucking animal. It was like a crazy trippy animal.
Yeah, but it was not the snake either. They thought that it was something the snake ended up eating. So it's
Google, what is the world's highest trafficked animal?
Pangolins.
The pangolin.
According to Wikipedia, pangolins are believed to be
The fucking pangolins. The pangolins are to be assumed as to where this virus came from, where this virus had started. Doesn't that really matter how it started? We know that it started in nature. We know that Mother Nature is essentially pissed, and it's lashing back out in the form of coronavirus, in this particular strain of coronavirus. One of the things that a lot of people out there are going to be directed towards with this is the theory that everything is A-okay and everything is fine. I need people to think about this for 2 seconds, okay? 2 seconds. The NBA has millions upon billions of revenue, of money. And if the NBA at a drop of a pen shut down all of its day-to-day operations because of the result of consulting with medical professionals, and those top-tier medical professionals said, you need to shut shit down. This is if it can cripple, even for a secular moment, a multi-million and billion-dollar business. You like how I just did that?
Pat McAfee.
Yep. And what makes you think that it is not going to have an effect on everyday life? Right. You can't wipe. A lot of you probably are going to be running out of toilet paper soon.
Well, the worst part about it is also you have to look into. There are people. Well, the schools are canceled. I don't know. Ohio is a pretty dense state, high population. Like think top 8 or 9. Schools are canceled for 3 weeks. People are having to sit home with their kids for 3 weeks. It's not good. Not everyone can work from home. What if you work in a store and retail? You can't work. You can't get paid. So there's 3 weeks without work, 3 weeks without your kid going to school. It's going to extend the season of school as well, so you might catch up later. But you're sitting here 3 weeks initially losing pay, and because you can't find a babysitter. And if you had a babysitter, you're still spending money trying to work. So it hurts everybody. It's not just the sports side. It's just people can't make money. No one's going out. People can't work to even try to make money in retail. So the biggest career in the U.S. as in retail is dead for a good 3 weeks in this state. I mean, it's bad for everybody.
It is. You're going to be looking at highways and traffic being congested everywhere because everyone's going to be concentrated. And you're going to have cabin fever is eventually going to kick in for people.
It already is, man, for me. It felt weird waking up early and working from home. I'm just like, I don't have to work. I was like, well, I kind of do. It's just, I had things around me. I was so comfortable with this. It felt weird. I'm like, I wish I was in the office, but.
Would just like to add that I have seen a lot of dumb shit out there where people are like, as long as you're not around someone that's going to cough or sneeze, step one, you can't really control either of those actions. That shit is involuntarily.
It's airborne. It is totally airborne.
Yes, this disease is airborne. You can be walking your motherfucking dog down the street. You can go and check your mail at the mailbox, and you can contract it. You can hop in the wrong fucking Uber. Just
So, break the news. March Madness canceled. They announced it, so officially, I think we all knew it was going to happen. But
yeah, March Madness officially canceled. Let's talk about the Rudy Gobert thing.
oh man,
Let's zone in on that. This is a prime example of someone that did not take it serious and that thought that this shit was a joke. And that jokingly joked about it in front of all of you and many of you that were out there running around posting the memes. Don't get me wrong, I've been posting the memes as well myself. Even still, till this very moment, I have.
We had a Corona Extra themed Rumboyz After Dark, basically.
Exactly.
So we're not innocent in this.
No, we are not. We are not innocent whatsoever.
We take blame. That it was a bad move to make jokes about the Corona Extras.
Yeah, and now this motherfucker just touched microphones. Microphones. Let me just tell you that the fact that he jokingly touched the microphones, went back, touched other people's shit in the locker room, and then now it transferred to Donovan Mitchell just that easily. And the fact that the team has all gone on record and stated, yeah, he's been one of the ones that joked about it the most, actually. This, to me, is unsettling. This, to me, lets you know that this virus ain't playing around. Oh, you thought I was playing? I'm in your city, bitch. That's what the coronavirus is saying to all of us. You know, and I'm not trying to freak anyone out.
Did anyone's Wi-Fi kick? I think your Wi-Fi might have kicked for.
I think it was, I thought it was yours because only yours.
I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I checked my phone. I still had it, but we're back. Doesn't matter.
You know, all that joking around and touching stuff, not cool, Rudy. Not cool.
Well, I want to say this too. You think Donovan Mitchell's the only one that is going to test for it at this point? It's always teammates.
You have details.
I mean,
out of
it
the
doesn't go to
58
one person.
Out of the 58 tests that were conducted in that facility, Donovan Mitchell was the only one that came back
Wow.
With a positive test. That does not mean that it is still not passed to others. They're just not early. Maybe they're not early enough to be caught right now. I suspect that if two people have it, two players have it, then there's expected to be staff members and such that have had it. There was for him to touch the microphones, and then from there on, I mean, he could have had it beforehand, but that could have very well been given to from then given to a reporter, from that reporter onto their kids, so on and so forth. Everyone's running around like, oh well, you know, the virus isn't killing, you know, pretty much quote unquote young people. We have cases of people in their 40s passing away of this in Italy. I get many people wanting to state that, but you don't. The point is, and why everyone's trying to isolate people, is because you don't want to pass it to grandma. You don't want to give it to Junior. Just because your body is able to fight it off, that doesn't mean that the other bodies that you're going to be coming in contact with can't. And that's what's scary. That's what's seriously scary. Let's see here. Lex Luger says, got these video games, chicken and beer ready, bros. Y'all gonna be homebound. Yep, exactly. A lot of people are gonna be homebound. It's looking like it is gonna be that way. Here in my local township, Colorado Springs, they have canceled our St. Patty's Day parade. Sad. These are sad times. Any word from the fighting community in regards to what it?
UFC London still not canceled, man.
For now,
Tyron Woodley. I mean, yeah, for now. What's next week? I actually think I have it marked here. Okay, it is London. Yeah, London's next week. So, they flew him out, guys. I mean, Bisping's on the plane right now. So I don't know what's going to happen with this. The fighters are already there. The media's there. The camera crew's there. So the photographers who take the picture of the fighters before the fight for the photo shoot are already there. So I don't know. I feel like at this point, what are you gonna do? Like, I mean, everyone's flown out. You're kind of stuck. I think they're probably going to have the event, to be honest, and just rush them out because if they're gonna get it, they already did. So
Facts. I think that they're gonna have to, you know, maybe emergency cancel or something or the other. Something's gonna have to happen in that scenario. I'll be following that. I know that we're gonna be following that fairly closely.
I misspoke. I meant Kevin Lee, this week. But yeah, they're already there. So everyone's already there. They're getting ready. They're doing the media. So it already happened. So yeah, Dana White probably should have pulled the trigger on this one. Just cancel it ahead of time. But
Dana White's all about his money, just like we thought that the NCAA was going to be, and then the NCAA, where they're like, yeah, no, we need to follow suit with the NBA. I think them getting ripped this morning about not canceling the tournament sooner. I think
that's weird to me. I mean, last night the NBA decided to do so. I feel like it's been a day or less, like maybe 16 hours. I mean, if they would have waited till Friday, I could see it, but they made the decision. They had to talk to their investors and figure out a time to repay them and stuff. Like, you can't expect them to cancel it right away. They had to really contact people and make the deals ahead of time. Because they're going to have to pay back CBS now.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of money. Turner, they're going to have to pay those guys back because you can't just have this happen. And, man, that's $1 billion 4-week period for those networks. So,
like I said, it's kicking everyone's ass, and it's crippling businesses. Fast and Furious 9 release date is delayed a full year due to coronavirus. So that is.
And on the gaming side of it too, big gamer by the way, Atari. Yeah, E3's canceled. So. Yep, that's crazy. E3 canceling is ridiculously surprising.
Yep. Yes, music festivals. Music festivals have been postponed. So you say E3 canceled?
Yep.
Wow. So yeah, E3 canceled.
Biggest gaming festival and commission negotiation spot in the world by far is canceled. So they canceled it way ahead of time, 4 months ahead of time. So. It's no joke.
This is getting severe right now. I am checking.
I'm just assuming it's all canceled at this point. Whatever big events happening, just give it up. You know what would be weird, actually, and I know he's the last person who would do this. We talked about Dana White loving his money and not canceling. I'm not a big fan of it overall, but pro wrestling, the WWE has had a show every Monday for 30 years. Would they cancel now? Would this actually make them finally not have a consecutively shown thing?
Or
Raw, I think. Yeah, Monday Night Raw.
I think WrestleMania.
But I mean, Raw has been on every week for 40 years, I feel like. Will they cancel it for this now? Vince better, because if it doesn't, it's the longest running seasonal show. It's never stopped. So you have to think Vince has to cancel. Which, how long, by the way, is I don't want to ask where you're from, but is your state closed down, for 2-3 weeks for schools, or is it just a day at a time to figure it out? I want to ask these people who are still in school this.
For here, it's a day at a time.
Ours is 3 weeks immediate, so. They just said you're going to be in for a while.
Yeah, I'm considering possibly withdrawing my son from school. Possibly. Just give me 1 second.
And Lex Luger 12, I think, is understanding to the point they'll probably give you your money back.
This is sad. This is sad. Waiting on word for Sunset Music Festival.
They'll get your money back. This is one of those things they have to give money back. They can't hold that refund.
This is absolutely so. Schools are being canceled.
Yep. So yeah, Slap was Raw's been on air every single Monday since 1990. I think you have to cancel now. If there's ever a reason to cancel, if Vince doesn't, man, Vince is going to be even more unlikable. But I can't imagine them going forward anymore. There's no way you can have a show.
Yeah, I'm trying to look out. I'm reaching out now to see if we could get word.
Yeah, Bruce Gray. Yeah, we did say earlier. If you have a chance to work from home, and I'm sure most of the viewers' employers are saying work from home or in retail don't show up, we'll figure out a way to pay you. Yeah, do not go out unless you have to.
Yes, please, everyone, self quarantine.
And if we're telling you to not go out with our sponsorships / style, don't go out. Yeah. Please, viewers, whether it's live or later, just don't go out unless you have to. If you have to go out at any point, go out, buy stuff now, and stay in for a little bit.
Absolutely. So we don't have any word from the XFL at the given moment.
I'm sure Oliver Luck will tweet out quick. They're probably waiting for it.
Yep. I have mine up. But yes, guys, please self quarantine. If you do not have to be out, don't be out. Stay hydrated. Try to stay in moist air. You know, and to my knowledge, that what I've heard is that the virus also doesn't like apparently does not like heat. But I've also heard that the virus can live even in temperatures where it is extremely hot, so that the sauna doesn't even work. You know, this is a very very difficult time. Apparently, tennis has even canceled.
Oh yeah, I mean most of those tournaments are overseas, and that's not where you want to be right now. And again, it's
Yeah.
Yeah, man, corrupt. Stop the hooping for a minute there, unless you have a little court in your backyard or something.
Yes, gyms are known to be one of the most like I guess deadliest places you could go because of everyone touching the weights and stuff like that. Not everyone wipes down the weights when they're done, and the bench presses and so on and so forth. So I did read a report this morning that going to your local gym probably isn't the best fucking idea. Slap says there's going to be a lot of babies born in December. I don't even know if people are going to be doing that right now.
I mean, not with the kids home, man. Not with the kids home. I mean, everybody's going to have their entire family probably in one spot too.
I want to know from you guys in the chat. How is this affecting you guys' day-to-day basis? How is this affecting you guys' day-to-day? Is it as trivial as you're about to run out of toilet paper and your area is sold out? I don't think that's trivial. Wiping your ass is a very serious matter. Did you maybe have tickets to a game? I know Jordan Love, he had tickets to a game this week. Yep, Ultra Miami canceled. It's really sad. People think it's funny online. There's a line that shouldn't be crossed, but hey, it's whatever. Hey, I'm not even there's no jokes anymore.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. Baltimore for 2 weeks. I figured 2 to 3 weeks sounds like the basic approach now.
Hey, end of times was yeah, might as well go out like a G. Yeah, scared to work out. Tom Hanks got the virus. Yep.
What's up, JD?
He's like, nah, funny.
Wait, so good old Pete. What college or what state are you in actually that would allow colleges to be open? Because that's the worst place for this. Because college kids commute from everywhere, and that's just moving it quick. Like at that point, don't tell me what college you go to. I don't need to know. But like, what state would have colleges still running? That's my basic question, right? Do you agree, Robbie? Like,
Oh yeah.
colleges are.
I mean, there are states where we don't have a reported case yet, such as Montana. Like Montana ain't shit happening to Montana, and ain't nobody really trying to travel like to Montana or out of Montana. And I think that's why we're not seeing anything there. We have cases all over the world, though.
Yeah, it's mostly. That's why again, people could say this is overkill for it because the U.S. has not been hit that hard, but they saw what Italy didn't do, so they're just trying to get ahead of it, which completely understand.
Hey, I can commend us for getting ahead of things. I definitely Apollo or I'm sorry, I applaud us.
Okay, Iowa. Yeah, I'd imagine Iowa's going to close public education pretty quickly, and the private schools will be pressured as well to do so.
Yeah, there are 17 cases of it. We went from 12 yesterday to 17 cases here in Colorado. Slap yourself.
I know Ohio has a lot, including my township. So.
Yep. Oh, New York is bad. New York is hit, bro. New York is hit. Cali is hit.
The worst is Seattle.
Yes,
Worst is Seattle.
It's like 200 plus bodies. In fact,
I mean, to go with the population there, they do have a lot of people flying in and out for business, and they do have a high Asian community and Chinese community, so it's not that surprising.
It's absolutely crazy. Yeah, Florida's off the chain too. Florida's always off the chain though. Alrighty, Bruce. I appreciate you stopping by and also sharing that podcast on Twitter with me, man. I appreciate it.
I think every state but Arizona has it.
No, I think
Arizona had one pop up. Okay, yeah. Again, I'm in GIS, so I have the dashboard, so I look at it.
Yeah, everybody hit the like button. It sucks that we're not having March Madness this year.
And it's canceled, by the way. It is not moved. These players who are NBA prospects are not going to play when it's NBA draft combine season. So you might as well just give up.
No.
If you really love college basketball that much, good luck because it's not happening anymore.
See, Connor Burke, I don't know if we can use the word overrated with this.
Yeah, it's if you're looking at right now, I would say like it's not bad enough to actually do what they're doing, but Italy said the same thing and look what happened. So, and now they have a 6% death rate.
Everyone has said the same thing. I just want to let people know a little something here. For those of you that have not been outside of your own backyards, for those of you that have not enlisted in the military and traveled and things of that such, coming from someone that has been around the world twice, shit on the fucking equator twice, so on and so forth. And I've actually been to Italy. I want to share some things with you guys really quick. China, where the first presumptuous cases of the coronavirus had actually popped up, the Wuhan district especially, actually pretty known for their medical expertise, and have very comparable doctors and medical healthcare professionals to us. They were not able to. Now they are starting to see cases wind down there and kind of starting to wear off there. Italy, when this took place in Italy, Italy literally had to make a decision, a full-on executive fucking decision that, hey, These are the people that we are able to save. These motherfuckers over here, we just got to set these couple of folks over here aside, right? And those are the people that we got to decide to let die.
Yeah.
When society shouldn't be given a choice over who they're able to save, who has to die. The big problem of this is that there's not enough medical supplies available to be able to work on everyone and to be able to help administer and cure everyone. Antibiotics running low. And we see this all the time, especially when we go and help other countries on relief missions and so on and so forth, where we'll have a vaccine and so much of a vaccine for one thing, but then another thing now begins to run rampant. Now we're in that village trying to treat that. It's the same thing here, where everyone that's running out to go and buy surgical masks, that's for the doctors. You wearing a surgical
It doesn't matter, yeah.
Yeah,
It goes you catch it in the eyes too.
Exactly.
So,
you
wear
wearing
some goggles as well if you're doing that.
Yeah, you wearing the surgical mask, unless that there is some type of filter, like the ones that you see like carpenters, like painters use and stuff like that. Unless there's some sort of like an air filter or a breathing filter, you're not doing anything. There's still those holes that could come through the size of that surgical mask. Another thing with the surgical mask, if you have facial hair, mask ain't working for you anyways, but
yeah.
So
it's the great beard or the my own life, huh?
So none of the signs of coronavirus are chronically shitting yourself. You don't need 1,000,001 pieces of toilet paper. Now, the reason why everyone is buying up all the toilet paper is because customs, shipping, so on and so forth.
What you should be doing is buying a bunch of mac and cheese, canned goods, or something like that. That's what you should be. But people already bought that, so
they could be getting worse. To be honest, you never know.
Yeah.
That is very true. Corrupt. Very, very, very.
Well, at
true.
this point, I think they understand that if you have been in contact with it and you're the ones that aren't getting affected by it, you're fine. And they probably expect most of the people have been in contact with it. So the cases that will be affected by it have already been affected by it, which, again, we could have been in contact with it and we could be spreading it and we just don't have the symptoms. So you never know.
This is very well true. That whole week that I was sick, Dakota with the no beard, I'll take the virus. I'm with that. That whole week that I was down this past week, I am not going to front to y'all. The thought process went through my head. Do I have this shit? But it just felt so normal, like a normal fever, like a flu. But it did last me, and it did last a lot longer than any fever or flu that I've ever had.
It's more like mono, which is very similar, where I had mono, was sick for a good 6 weeks. Migraines, couldn't even stand up, really. And then I've had people who had mono in my class who had it for 3 days and were fine. So
because you have all the symptoms, I have all the symptoms. I had some that scared the fuck out of me. When they were like, one of the symptoms will be fever, and I was like, oh, shit.
Yeah. The big one is the permanent lung damage. That's the fun one. There's some permanent lung damage that comes with it if you have the cough from it. So you'll know that one for sure.
Yep.
It'll be lung scarring, and that's something they're finding pretty common, regardless of the level of the symptoms.
It's absolutely nothing to play around with. For those that listen to the show and watch the show, if you do live in Colorado, they do have I don't know how safe this is, but they do have a pull-up drive-in type of testing facility. I always cough a lot, you know what I mean? Dakota, I cough a lot too. But they do have a drive-up, pull-up testing facility, so if you feel like you have it, you could go get tested, and there's a free test there. You want to be careful going to the emergency room. I know that there are reports that your bills should be, kind of like waived in this scenario. Of course, this is America. Nothing is free. Freedom isn't even free. Just ask me. And you got to be careful with the emergency room aspect of it too, because it could cost you up to $1,600 even with insurance. But yeah, I'll say this: I'm interested as fuck with this whole coronavirus thing because
Slap. Kind of. It was a test. It was an issue they were trying to figure out how to deal with. They don't know how it ended up getting to the public, but yeah, they've known about it since 2015. Um, they don't know if it was leaked to the people to spread. They don't know if it was an accident, but it did get to the people when it shouldn't have.
yeah, this is definitely this specific strain of coronavirus definitely came from Mother Nature. Slap yourself. Um, definitely. It's just Mother Nature revolting and kind of fighting back and saying, "Here I am, hear me roar," basically.
Mm-hmm. And good old Pete, we did mention earlier, yes, most people recover, but if you have it, it will spread to elderly people. So, again, just avoid getting it so you don't spread it to the people who are actually really affected by this. It's not something we want to do.
Exactly. I want to kind of also combat that with saying that we do not know enough yet. What we do know, what the numbers are showing us, is that it can be fightable, but it's not, definitely something that you don't want to chance even contracting and even having to have to fight back. Especially because some of
And
the things they
Slap going
mentioned.
conspiracy here, I guess, with his opinion. The U.S. created it. I'm pretty sure it leaked from Wuhan, so I don't think the U.S. created it or anybody
Yeah.
created it on purpose. I would never go there. I think it just was something that was researched and somebody messed up accidentally, and then it became something. You know.
So yeah, that's one of the things that we definitely want to make sure that we don't spread is kind of the conspiracy theories and things of that nature. We want to go off of the fact of what we do know, especially with something like this. Um, so one of the best ways I can say to deal with this is you want to panic, but you don't want to panic.
Right.
Like you want to read and you want to study up on this as much as you can, and you want to try to understand it as much as you can. Understand why they're saying wash your hands, use hand sanitizer. Understand why, like like I said, the infection itself is not what's going to kill us off. The infection itself that'll be natural selection of who it chooses to take. Because people are going to die from this. There are going to be cases where people are going to pass. Even if it is Grandma Betty, and all it is that demographic, people it's going to happen. That's one thing that we do know with this is that fatality come about. What the biggest problem here is that this virus is having the capabilities of crippling day-to-day life. Sports are canceled, guys. All sports.
Yep, and also this is not really as much about the virus itself. It is an illness that people who are susceptible with their immune systems will get and suffer from. But another illness could hurt them just as much. It's hurting resources where if somebody has something more serious, the issue is they can't get treated because priority would go to the person that has this coronavirus. And that's the problem.
We are hearing cases where doctors have tried to even experiment with certain cancer medications and HIV medications to see if those can at least when administered in the right amount of doses can deter coronavirus. That's when you have to use those other medications and those other things to now experiment to see if it'll fix this specific virus, you are taking away from those patients of those things. Everyone that like I said, I'm keeping my ass in the house. Last night I was on record on Facebook being like, I don't give a fuck. I'm still gonna be out this weekend. St. Patty's Day. Whoop whoop. Yeah, no. Yeah, no. That's not that's not gonna be happening this weekend.
No, I don't think they can even stay open anymore. I know locally they've been pulling restaurants from being open at all because it can spread through food and
Oh, I
apparently
think
can spread through heat. So
you still there? You're muted.
yeah, I muted. Yeah, I think we're good, man. I don't think that was me because I checked my adapter. It was yeah, but yeah. Overall, man, yeah, it's just one of those things. It's very preventative at this point, and for what we have, it's probably over the top with the threat of it. But just you do not want to overload emergency rooms with anything that there's more serious stuff going on for. So, I
Yes.
guess. But yeah, I mean, if anyone's in retail, I understand it's tough. It is really, really something that's going to annoy you because you can't work. I mean, that's not good, but I would hope employers would take care of you at that point. Uh, I don't know what to say other than that. That's the people that are really affected by this.
Yeah, I mean, we're like I said, we're just trying to uh just give me 1 second. People are hitting me up on Twitter. My Twitter has been blowing up absolutely insanely here over the last 24 hours. Um, I'm having friends come to me asking me,
Can you guys hear us still? Please put in the chat if you can hear us. I think Robbie's having internet issues at the moment. All right. So he'll get back in as he's the host. But so yeah, how has the virus really affected your direct employment or education? Yeah. So yeah, Robbie's I think internet
let's
is.
see if I'm back now.
You're good. Yeah, you're good. I was wondering what happened there. But yeah, you
Yeah,
can get
no,
yourself back in. So
yeah, I'm able to get myself back in. No, one of the things I was talking about before my internet caught corona.
yeah.
Jake's like, oh
See,
fuck.
YouTube doesn't want us talking about it, man. That's it. I mean, instantly we're demonetized when you bring it up, but they're gonna stop that in a little bit.
But one of the things I was talking about, I'm having people hit me up and talk to and trying to get details from me about the coronavirus and the way that it's closing down sports. I mean, guys, I'm not a medical professional, but this has crossed over into my world, into our world, and this is now where we're at.
Yeah, there's nothing we can really do, man.
We do have another report. Former Bucks running back Michael Pittman is asking for prayers right now with his blessing. I am posting that a family member of his contracted the coronavirus and has been in the hospital since last Thursday and is now in a coma and in critical condition. He said they need a miracle. That is per Jenna Lane, ESPN.
It's terrible.
This is attacking everyone. Everyone. And in that message, it is not dedicated. There's no dedicated age for that family member, for Michael Pittman. And I don't think that young people are really in our country are really gonna take it serious until it is a young case that is affected. So we gotta, this is America. I'm asking everyone to band together, support each other through this tough time. Wash your hands. Take care of yourself and your family members. Self-quarantine.
Nope. Good old Pete did not cancel yet. They're already there, though. So, I mean, they've already had the media day. Whatever happens at that point. They might not fight in front of fans, but the event has not been canceled. I'll check real quick, but I don't think so.
Right now, we don't know. We don't know about the UFC canceling any events. I can imagine that it's only going to come.
So the update is it's not canceled, but they are limiting crowds to 100 people, which is just family. So they're going to fight in front of an empty stadium. I would guess they cancel.
My guess is that they cancel as well. I don't think that. I don't think that.
Yeah.
The
this is the
CDC
number one
and the UN
contender
are just
fight,
going to
man.
let those guys go out there and fight.
Again, I don't think they want to because it would look bad. Because this is like a number one contender fight, and they don't want to have no one in the crowd for it. So, yeah, it's officially crowds under 100, just family, basically.
There you go.
The UFC in Brazil is going to be it's going to be empty crowd. Nothing about the London one yet. And Cody Garbrandt may have corona. So that's all. That's the update so far. Nothing canceled. I'm guessing it will get canceled.
Yeah, I think that that's going to be the next step, is that they're going to have to cancel it. For everything else to be canceled, I can only imagine that more events are going to be, but yeah, this, like I said, this is a result of, Mother Nature, responding, to just however you want to put it. I mean, it's the circle of life. Diseases come around and they restructure and they resettle ecosystems. And right now, that is what we are dealing with. The best thing, if you don't gotta go outside of your house, don't fucking go outside of your house. Like, I know it's gonna suck. Like, believe me, I wanted to hit the bars so bad this weekend. I was ready to go and do some bad things this weekend. And I'm keeping my ass inside because as a father,
I
as a
just went for a
son.
run this morning too, so I don't know. Think about that one. I was like, oh, I thought nothing of it. So, man, I could have had it right there. So, who knows?
Yeah, I still gotta fucking walk my dog, dude. Like just like little shit, you know. Still gotta walk my dog. Still gotta check the mail. You know, it is what it is.
No, we can't jump forward, corrupt. At this point, it's one of those things. Just wait it out.
Yep. We're all just waiting it out. It sucks that sports are canceled. Um, I am going to try if things are on and things are televised, I will try and cover them for you. I don't even know what's going to be happening with the Shakur Stevenson and Mariaga fight now.
Yeah, that's a big fight. After dark, if there's nothing going on this week in sports, don't know what we can do.
Dion Lewis was released by the Tennessee Titans.
Yeah.
And Cameron
Wow.
Wake.
Jeez, that dude's so old. I don't know how he stuck around that long. But yeah, there's not NFL news. I guess it's CBA. Is all they can really negotiate. Dude, like Zoom internet at this point, you can't even negotiate in person.
I don't even know if they can do that.
Yeah.
Like how? Well, let's talk about that really quick with the NFL. I mean, how do you have these players get on a flight and fly in for a physical?
They won't. I think it'll be a Zoom internet meeting or whatever, a Skype, and just negotiate out of person. They'll record it all, and they'll have to have their official records. They'll still negotiate at that point. The league year is going to start regularly. You could talk on the phone for a week, kind of get the idea of who you're going to sign. But other than that, you can't do a whole lot. It's going to be one of those just you can't really have those meetings for free agents in person anymore. But yeah, so it's just I don't know. I kind of agree with these decisions. They're rash. It hasn't hit the U.S. as hard, but it won't if they just keep doing this. If you just kind of let it go as it's going, the U.S. has really seen what it could do, and they're probably doing the right thing and just kind of shutting it down now, so it doesn't get as bad, and you don't become Italy and China. But yeah, I mean, for after dark, we'll probably have something. We'll try, you know.
That's pretty much all that I have on it now, guys. Definitely check out the most recent episode of Joe Rogan's podcast that he dropped yesterday. That'll give you guys a very eye-opening view. I want to try and kind of set up that type of vibe for you guys here today by getting a doctor on air. I wasn't able to do so.
You know, guys, if you're having trouble finding stuff to do, man, just pick up some anime. Maybe say that Netflix subscription. Just binge watch some stuff, man. I mean,
yeah. For those of you guys that, I mean, you don't play video games, or you're not big in like the reading or like writing or any of that shit like that. Like, we'll still be on air talking about fantasy football and stuff. I mean, we're gonna act like. Yeah, we're gonna act like the NFL draft is still gonna be happening normally. We're still gonna be acting like fantasy football is gonna be taking place like as normal until this thing really starts to affect the NFL. I guess I could kind of fast forward to that and provide you guys a lot of content on the NFL.
Yeah. So I mean, if you guys are obviously the channel name, it's gonna be probably fantasy football heavy. So that's one thing we know that's likely because that comes around September, November.
This should be cleared up by then.
Hopefully, yeah.
Dude, can you believe that golf is still taking place? Or like, we're still gonna play?
It's not, right?
They're playing without fans.
I could make a golf has fans joke any second, but I won't. Yeah, it's.
I guess.
I mean, where are they at? Where are they playing at? By the way, I mean, if it's Europe or Asia, I would not want to be there right now, man.
They're playing like fucking Florida or some shit like that, dude. Where like everything.
Well, I mean, you're already there, so I don't know what else you can do. Yeah, NASCAR is racing in front of empty stadiums. Brandon, yeah, I don't know, man. There's not a whole lot they can do. I'd imagine they're probably not going to going forward. But you have these people who are already there, and they've already seen the people are going to see. I mean, they're just going to travel home. So at that point, I don't know if it's better or worse to just kind of have them do their own thing and travel on their own. But I mean, for the sporting events like the UFC, I really don't see how they. I mean, honestly, having them fight might be one of those things that's better off because I mean they have to try to get them out of there, right? And at that point, you have different stops. You have to have them get home their own way. They're already there, man. They might be just stuck where they're at for a minute. So that's one thing. I mean, you don't want to see a number one contender fight, which is an amazing fight, by the way. Come down to it, but yeah, I mean, you're if you're there as the golfers as well, like you're probably better off where you're at. Like traveling is not going to help you, man. Like unless you're given a private jet, I wouldn't want to fly right now. So
Dude, all the people that are like, everyone is like, oh, well, flights are so cheap right now. Da, 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 I can do whatever I want. I'm like, I am not fucking getting on a goddamn plane.
yeah, man. No, no.
It is what it is. Tough times right now for
Animals
everybody.
King, I was not aware.
What?
Animals can get it, by the way. Apparently, Slapper said
Yeah.
it was an animal, so.
But yeah. What up, Isaac? Philip Lindsay?
Philip Lindsay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the Philip Lindsay account, bro. But yeah, I mean that's pretty much all that we have. I mean for today.
Yeah, man, we don't. I mean, we could go more negative, but I don't think that's what people want right now. So, guys, pick up a nice anime or a nice Netflix show and just binge it for a minute. Maybe play a little bit of video games and then figure it out.
Yeah. You know, go back, watch some Rumboyz content. Like I literally don't know what the fuck to say right now.
To be real, as a biased person in this discussion, if you're gonna go watch anything in terms of sports content, probably fantasy football is the one to watch because that's the only thing I could relatively guarantee will still be relevant in the next couple of months because the NBA looks like they're gonna sit out to the playoffs, man. I bet they start June for the playoffs. Give these guys a few months off, and these are what you have. So play the shortened seasons.
Yeah. Yeah. There's no point in talking about basketball anymore or hockey is done. Soccer is done.
See, this is what I saw earlier, which I was like, okay, this is a big deal. La Liga canceled.
Yeah.
Like I get we're Americans, we don't get it. Even Robbie, he's been there, but I don't think he's invested. When La Liga cancels an event, that's
huge.
Europe. Yeah, everybody in Europe watches that, regardless of who's playing. So, yeah, it's a huge deal, man. And there's just I don't know what you do. Did someone just post their address? I hope that's not your address.
Fuck no.
Please don't post your address at any point. And if that's an actual address, I would have posted that, by the way.
Exactly.
You don't want to
get rid of that.
I mean, Leafs defense, I'll let you erase that one, but don't post an actual address on the internet because then doxing could happen and no. Someone's gonna look up where that is and find the parcel and not even move.
Retract that.
I can do it, or you can. In 10, 9.
Just 8. Remove it. Just remove it. Because I can't remove it here.
Yeah, I could report it, man, and I don't want to do that. So can you delete that?
Yeah.
Yeah, good. Yeah, yeah, we can't have that. Do not post an actual address on the internet. Very bad move. Um, yeah, just never do that.
All right. But yeah, so
Oh, he posted his school address. Never do that. Never post a school address ever on the internet. That looks really bad.
my God, people are insane.
This is not a good move.
Oh, I don't think that the XFL got canceled.
Man, Vince Mc. Okay, I guess Oliver Luck in this case. He's a savage, or he's not very smart. In this moment. Yeah. They can't play. That would be ridiculous. It would be the most like so Vince McMahon thing ever to have his thing not cancel, but that's unbelievable. They have to cancel, right?
I think that they're gonna fucking play.
That is
From what it's looking like, they are trying to get 27 million viewers this weekend.
see, that's the thing, man. That would break the internet or break the streaming services because people just want sports. And they know everybody like us would like get invested in it, you calling it. So yeah, I mean, what's the update on the TBL? Are they doing playoffs when this clears up and just gonna figure out the standings from there, or are they playing this weekend? Because I would not play this weekend if I were them. I saw in the chat earlier somebody said they shouldn't play, and I totally agree with that statement. Like, I would not play if I were them.
The TBL, the last that I heard that it was that the TBL was going to do a end of season tournament this weekend. But now it's apparently not gonna. I don't know. I really don't know. Rudy Gobert has issued an apology though. Um, Rudy Gobert says that he wants to thank everyone for the outpouring concern and support over the last 24 hours. He's gone through so many emotions since learning of his diagnosis, mostly fear, anxiety, and embarrassment. The first and most important thing is I would like to publicly apologize to the people that I may have endangered. At the time, I have no idea I was even infected. I was careless and make no excuse. I hope my story serves as a warning and causes everyone to take this seriously. I will do whatever I can to support using my experience as a way to educate others and prevent the spread of this virus. I am under great care and will fully recover. Thank you for all support. I encourage everyone to take all the steps and stay healthy. So yeah, but no, to my knowledge, in regards to TBL, where did Jake just go? Uh, we know that it's a fake profile, Slap. We've been known that. We've known that for a whole year since he's been on this channel. Where'd you go?
Check the chat, man.
Oh. So all games are canceled.
For XFL or TBL.
Yep, GBL.
They're smart. Yeah. Well, see, Vince McMahon has been that ultimate heel for a long time. If he keeps Raw, SmackDown, and the XFL going, he's gonna break cable, man. And like, that's ridiculous.
But yeah, I mean that's all that we have for today. There's not really much else that we're able to say or
yeah, man. No sports to talk about. So
yeah. Um, but other than that, we appreciate you guys. Cheers to me. Cheers to you. All the rum boys and girls want to do. I will pour up a shot for you guys. We're gonna pay attention to the Discord. We will let you guys know if there'll be Rumboyz After Dark. Pay attention to my social media. I'll let you know if there'll be Rumboyz After Dark. Make sure that you follow me on all social media at Rumboyz spelled with a Z, N-E-T. And fuck today, man. This is bullshit.
It's a rough one, man. I mean, we could have gone to Vegas, man. Like for the third year in a row, but
fuck 2020 altogether. From the Australian bushfires to Kobe passing to World War III almost ensuing, and now this shit. I am done with 2020. 2020, I am mentally checked the fuck out. Cheers, y'all. Cheers to me. Cheers to you all, my boys and girls. What it do? Hi, I'm out of here.
that was like 2.5 ounces.